Ooh. Good evening, hello. Quick video this evening. I'm going to do something completely unnecessary to my Spitfire-6, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to change the steering wheel. The one in there at the moment is the original Mk3 Spitfire one, which I think is fine for a Mk2 Spitfire. Admittedly, it's not the worst thing about the interior. But what I don't like about this, I presume it's because of the GT6 gearbox sitting a bit further back and the Mk2 wheel being a bit on the large side. When you go into third gear, the gear knob actually touches the steering wheel. Imagine trying to turn a corner in third. So that's not ideal. And also, I mean, it's fine, but I'm going for a kind of GT6 covered in boxes look. And I thought I could get a better steering wheel, something funky. Unfortunately, can't quite afford a proper Les Leston, but I can afford, look at this. This is a Formula Deluxe. It's round, it is round, it looks a bit like it might not be on the camera. I think that's just the camera's fault. But yeah, so I bought this on eBay. Should really be saving my money for more important things. But I'm going to put this on the car. The most important thing I've learned about changing steering wheels, or removing them, is there's a nut in there. Now, don't take the nut off and then try and pull the wheel off. Undo the nut until it's, but leave it on the thread and then wrestle the steering wheel off. Because I was changing the steering wheel as a favour for a friend, neighbour, and took the nut off, yanked the wheel, and it hit me in the nose. And it had a bruise and a bit of a black eye. Don't do that. Anyway, so I'm going to have a crack at changing it now. And let's just put that back. Through the magic of television. Ta-da! There it is. I mean, it hasn't quite transformed the interior as I was hoping it would. But it looks a lot cooler. Sorry for sniffing there. It does look nice. I'm going to have to just move the steering column out because it's fouling slightly on there, but the wonderful thing about the Spitfire is down there somewhere is a little nut and you can move the steering column out a bit. Now, what about the old third gear? It's actually still really close. There's a bit of play in there. To be honest, if I replace the bushes in the gear stick, it'll probably be fine. But there's enough room. Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort that out. Anyway, a lovely Formula Deluxe steering wheel, 15-inch. So I guess the Mk2 one must be 16-inch. Only got a slight dish. Could do with a bit more of a dish on it, perhaps. But yeah, I quite like it. Let's have a little sit down. Yes, I mean, it's sort of the tatty background makes it look a bit tatty. Maybe I'll put it on the Mk3. Maybe I will. Now I'm in the steering wheel swapping mood, but I've got more important things to do on the Mk3. Anyway, I think that looks nice. Makes it look a bit more like a GT6. To go with the gearbox, to go with the engine, and the Mark 1 rear suspension, which will try and kill you at the first opportunity. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do today on this video. So there you are, new steering wheel. A little epilogue, because I like to do everything in a very overcomplicated fashion. I've just jacked the front wheels off the floor so that we can just double check. Wow. But now I've moved the wheel forward, which is a bit of a pig, as you can see down there. Anyway, not that difficult. Yes, mate. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Yeah, the bloody gear knobs in there. Yeah. I think just some new bushes in the gear change, gear selector. Shouldn't wiggle like that. If it was there, you'd still whack your knuckles on it. Yeah, well, I think it'll be alright. Just don't turn any corners in third gear, I suppose.